Recording is in progress, and the boys are back.
Progress. I didn't even get a notification this time.
There we go. Welcome
There we
back to
go.
the RDN Roller Show. The boys are back. Been a while, been a little bit, but the boys are back talking about some roller. We got PIHA starting, NCRHA college roller starting. You got European League starting and everything. So roller is officially back for the mains. You got a lot of people that play ice hockey. They jump in during May. 3, 4 months, jump back out, go play ice. But roller's back really for I would say the main roller hockey people.
Oh, knocked over my mic. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, for those pure roller people, we'll call it. Like you said, all the leagues are kind of up and running at this point, and I think we're due for a pod. You
Do
know,
for a pod. Do for
we
a
got
pod.
some
How's everything going over there in Philadelphia? The good
good.
old brotherly love city.
Man, I mean, our the Flyers started out hot, not hot anymore.
You got Zegras though.
Zegers is playing good. So Zegers has been kind of the bright spot. Mitchkov, not so much. People have been calling him Fat Vey Mitchkov instead of Matt Vey Mitchkov because he came
Okay,
in.
dude, why are you guys so hard on your players?
He
You
came in.
wonder why people don't want to play there.
Well, he came in out of shape. I mean,
Did you see what I mean, dude? You got to support your boys.
he came. Well, apparently he had an injury. Now it's all the stuff coming out. Whatever. I'm fine with it. I want
He came in fat.
people have been calling him Fat Vey Mitchkov. I wanted the Flyers to be bad this year, but they're just not going to be as bad as like a Sharks or whatever. So at this point, you're kind of just like, like you might as well just kind of see what you can do if you can get in playoffs. But the whole East in the NHL separates from like one to the last place team is like a point or two. So it's
Yeah,
just like it's like a log jam. Whereas the West, you got like some weaker teams, and then the heavy teams are heavy. Like your Avs are like have you watched any Avs games recently? It's like insane.
absolutely.
They're
I got
so
YouTube TV, baby. Of course, I
oh
watched the
yeah,
Avs
yeah,
game.
my YouTube TV account. They're
Um,
so good though. It's
but
like insane to watch them.
you got you got fucking the guy we just signed, Neskis.
And that's just
Um,
yeah.
and then we also got McKinnon flying up and down, and they're like the same player, but obviously one's Czech, one's Canadian.
Yeah.
They're just so fast with the puck. Obviously, I'm very biased. McKinnon's the best player in the world to me. Some say this other guy up in Canada, 97, that's never won a cup. I think the guy down in Colorado, number 29, might be the best player in the world, but
I'm a Nate
they're
Dogg
the
fan.
best regular season team until you get to playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, I
We
think
always run into something in the playoffs, and that's like the issue the last couple of years.
you're frozen.
We're good. We're still rolling.
No.
We're good. We're rolling.
This You are frozen. You're still frozen. Your face. I gotta take a picture of this because I don't know if you're just frozen on your end, but this face you're making is epic. I hope I
Well,
caught it.
on our end, it's recording still, so we're good.
Oh, you can't see it. I'll have to send it to you. The picture of your face frozen is unbelievable.
Is it still? Am I still frozen?
No, you're getting down, but you're like this for like 3 minutes. It's awesome. Anyway, yeah. So I couldn't hear you, but I'm sure it was all good stuff.
All right. Well, the boys are back. Talk some roller. Talk some roller. I think honestly, we just want to talk the state of roller. We just want to talk some roller, pure roller talk. Always do this once a year, twice a year. Just talk all roller from European leagues. We got PIHA going on, MyHA. I don't know why the guys in the East Coast call it PIHA. Like I don't. It's not PEHA. It's PIHA. PIHA. Like a pie.
I was always brought up on PIHA, but I call
Dude,
it
there's no
PIHA now
E in
too.
it.
I know. I maybe it's just I don't know. Like we were always just said PIHA around here,
I'm
but
just trying to chirp. I'm just trying
I
to get
know.
something going.
Listen, I get it, but it's
If you were skating by right now and I was on the bench, because that's where I would be, I would definitely be chirping something to you.
oh yeah, I'm sure. I don't doubt it. I mean, I've heard stories.
That's not good, dude. Can
You're a
I?
legend. You're a legend in Denver for your chirps.
So I got a funny story. When we were in Arizona for the La Beta Freeze Cactus Cup, arguably one of the longest names in for the tournaments going
Yeah.
on right now. Fun tournament, great facility, Arizona, beautiful facility, magnificent. Some would say the best.
Some would say the best.
Some would say the best. Dude, nice still mat, AC pumping, and they just got an electric like LED board, so super
Nice.
sick. Um, I was in the box. I think I was serving a penalty for Torres's mishap. I was in the box and the scorekeeper like saw the RDN sticker I have on the back, and he goes, "Yo, are you RDN?" Because I had my helmet off and I was like, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he like looked and kind of like put I think two and two together, and I was like, yeah, and I was like laughing so hard. So we were just talking back and forth and stuff, and he's like, dude, I saw you guys were gonna be here, and um, long story short, I was like, dude, I would not get noticed anywhere else other than the penalty box. That is the
Yeah.
only place
You're
I
at
would
home.
ever get noticed.
Home base. Home
Yeah,
base at that
that's
point.
home, baby. That's home. That's home. Or
I
on the
had
bench.
same stuff. Like I put together this free agent team and I had a rink nearby shut down. So I have a bunch of new players that kind of filtered in. And the one guy was just like, yeah, like I saw you on Roller Dad News. And he's like, and then I went back and saw you were on every episode. He's like, I did not know that. And they like, it's all these new free agents and they all knew what it was. So I have a bunch of the helmet stickers. I was like saucing them out to everybody. They were all so pumped, like just to get the little, the little 1 inch sticker, but they're like sick. And now,
Yeah.
like the entire league, everyone in my league basically has it on there. But guys, like I'm telling them, like put it on the back of your helmet. I got guys that got it on the side, on the front. I'm like, guys, what are we doing here? Like, how do you not know to put
They
it like,
got them all over.
yeah, like dude, like it's like Ohio State when they get the player of the game sticker or whatever.
Those are pretty gangster. I used to love the
Yeah,
player of the game stickers. They don't do that much anymore for all the
no,
teams.
I feel like FSU used to do it with like the
I'm
spearhead.
pretty sure every team used to do it, like with all in
Yeah,
the back. It was like either
yeah.
like tackle and or I don't play
Yeah,
football. It was
whatever it was.
something.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But it's funny, like I got guys with them just in random places. I'm like, guys, it goes like behind the ear. Everyone knows this, right? Because they have the NERC sticker, they have that in the right place, and then it's like an RDN sticker, like here. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, but anyway, state of roller hockey. All the leagues are running at this point, up and running, I guess I should say. Have you guys started PIHA yet? I guess kind of like start there. It's home base, right?
Yeah, I'm general manager. I'm not playing because I'm in Texas. So the general manager moved over to
From
Texas
afar.
from
From afar.
afar. Yeah, they started. They opened up their games against the Thunder. No surprise, down in the Springs. They
Oh
split.
boy. Okay.
Um, we have same team, but we have three players that we picked up that are pretty nasty. We got Trace Javelin, Adam Trunko, kid's fucking unbelievable shot. Played for CU's team last year, won a national championship with the boys in NCRHA. And then Andrew Bond too. He's pretty nasty. So
A little younger, huh?
younger but just deeper. Like we have a deep team, a very deep team. Brought back Piz. Piz is back in action. So yeah, we have a pretty nasty team.
You
Got
guys
new
got a
jerseys. Got some new jerseys.
ton of guys on this roster. I'm looking at it right now. You got a fucking football team.
Yeah, I mean
Uh,
we got 14 guys.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess you
Just
kind of
so
need that. You need that for Pi though, because not everyone can make every
yeah,
weekend.
and Mar lives in
Like,
Arizona, so that's the
yeah,
big thing is Mar lives out in Arizona, and then like you said, not every guy can make it, and that's one thing about our team, and I'm sure with every other team too. You want to have a full roster. The way we play PIHA here is back-to-back games. You guys are a little
exactly.
different, so
Yeah, yeah,
it's probably a little easier for like getting away with 8 to 6 guys.
yeah.
We play just back-to-back, and do that second game, you want to like
Yes.
you just want to be able to finish it. So
Yeah, and especially with like I noticed it when I played out there, like the elevate. I mean, I'm sure you guys are used to it, but like even just like the elevation, right? Like you're gassed way faster, and I'm sure
yeah,
that doesn't change much over time.
yeah,
But
and I mean when you're playing these other teams too, like when you're playing Sting, you're playing Outcast, playing these teams out of state too. It's a different game, so you have to have the lines ready to go. You know.
yeah, no,
Uh, but yeah, no, Pi House started. I think they're in their third week, second week. We don't play. They don't play till November. But huge shout out to Rinkster, provided the unis this year. Fucking nasty, little
yeah.
baseball theme. I'll let the Instagram do the talking. Probably got to turn that off. Tim's going crazy. Um,
Oh boy.
but yeah, no, Pi Ha has started. The one thing about Pi Ha though, it's kind of like hard to really track is because the pro games don't all happen together.
Yeah,
You
I
know
was
what I
gonna
mean?
say.
Like it just happens so randomly where it's like, okay, cool, you just gotta look. It would be nice if there was just pure pro weekends, okay? If we're gonna talk about the state of roller, we'll start it off here with PIHA. It is the only pro organization like series going on, right? We have the
Yep,
tournament series, which is separate. That's the weekend. PIHA is it's a little too long. It starts in October, goes all the way to like April, March, right?
yep.
So with that, like we play very periodically. You don't play every weekend. You don't play sometimes like we have a month break until we play again. It would be nice if there's these festivals or something like that where we're all playing on the same weekend. That way it's easier to follow, right? Like go
Right.
online, be like, okay, they just completed their 6 games, we did our 6 games, blah blah blah. Instead, it's like, dude, half the teams are complete before the other teams have finished half the season.
You literally took the words out of my mouth. It's funny because like you started your season, but the East will end their season before you end your season.
Oh, absolutely, but it's
So
like a
it's
month or
like
two
they start.
before.
Granted, they start this weekend, right? So they're playing up in Buffalo, which is cool that there's actually go figure the one year we don't put a team in. There's actually like 7 or 8 teams in the division. I think it's 7 actually.
Yeah, no, the I will say the pro division is a good division this year, so we can go over it on the East Coast. So there's a total of 14 teams. Right now on the East Coast, you're gonna have, let me see right here. Cool. So on the East Coast, you got Buffalo Wings, you got Hockey Plus, Blue Healers. All right.
That's yeah, 422.
Yeah, yeah, and that's cool. I know
Colby's on the team. Your boy from Colorado. Yeah,
I mean, I just played against him. I wouldn't say necessarily.
yeah. I'm
He's a
just
cool guy.
yeah,
I think I just chirped him more than anything, but
yeah,
he's a very good guy. I like the blue healers. I don't know they couldn't be dogs because there's already a dog
yeah,
there, but I like the blue healers.
yeah. It's
That's
another dog in
pretty.
the mix.
Yeah, I love it. And then you got the Motor City Dirty Dogs.
That's
So
just
this is just like a theme of dogs right now.
I think you started the dogs theme.
Yeah, we were the dogs. Murray Cheese Sting, Pittsburgh Inferno, Suffolk Sting, and then you also got the Toronto Sixers. So it is you got the Toronto boys, Free Mike up there.
Free
Um,
Mike.
and then you got Colorado Springs Thunder. So on the West, Colorado Springs Thunder, Lakewood Fire, Denver Demon Dogs, Parker Royals, Arizona Outcast, Naples Labeta Chaos, and Phoenix Fleas. So yeah, 14 teams. I think once you get to the 10th, pretty much like the sixth game, 10th game, you kind of really see what
Yeah, you
separates
see the
everyone.
separation. Yeah,
Yeah. But no, it should be a good PIHA season. Kind of bummed I'm not going to be there to really be at games and check see them, but it should be a pretty good PIHA season for what they have, right? I think this is the
yeah.
deepest, I would say the deepest season so far.
Oh yeah. I mean, like even looking at the Sixers team, they're another one's got a football roster, but Soper,
Jesus
Volgan,
Christ.
Drew Girth, Glover, Bulow, Abelmont, Foster, Sean Furlong. He's one of my boys, Canadian boys. So they got like
You
a
got our boy Waring on there.
yeah. I saw Johnny Waring. I'm
Johnny
surprised he's not
Waring.
playing with the Michigan team now.
There's no Michigan team this year.
Well, the
Oh,
Motor
oh my
City,
bad. Motor City
yeah,
Dirty Dogs.
they don't have a roster up though, so I don't. I guess that's like kind of the team from last year, but yeah, I'm surprised he's not playing with all the those boys. But I mean, I guess they're so close to each other anyway. I guess it's not really, you know.
You know who's going to be sneaky good this year? And I don't think sneaky good, but the East Coast is deep, and the Sulfic obviously has been known, not
Yeah,
been known. They just dominate. That's just I don't know
yeah,
why I say be known. But Marici Sting, you got Berger, you got Joey D,
yeah.
and then you got you got Aiden Boyle, Dom DeLuca,
Sammy
Nathan
Phillips.
Durant,
Yeah, they're gonna be
Frankie, you got
good.
Frankie Jirak.
Yeah, we'll see if
So
Frankie Jarek shows up.
we'll see. You never know with
We're
Frank.
hearing
He might be
rumors.
jumping off cliffs doing his
We're
Frankie.
hearing some rumors that now that he's back in Philly, he's full blown Philly again. So we'll see.
Ah, no.
Yeah,
He's
we'll
gone
see.
Philly.
He's gone full blown Philly. But
But that's a like a little Roadrunner roster right there, which I
yeah.
like. The
Yeah.
weird thing is though, is looking at that and you go to the Sulfic Sting, you still got Max Halverson on there, you know? Like you right? You maybe play you know what I mean?
Yeah, Matt. I mean, it's always been a distinguishment between the Sting and then whatever happens in tournaments with Black Guys Roadrunners. So Sting's always kind of been its own thing. And because they operate out of the same rink, like
Yeah, I
I know
guarantee
they
Miro has a lock on that Pie Hot
he
team.
does. Yeah, I don't think they're leaving him. And I think what they tried doing, and I think it's gonna be way better because like last year Mauritius was just not good. But what's gonna they're trying to do is kind of even the playing field out a little bit. So you
I
know how it
mean,
is. You know how it is.
Sulfic, you still got PJ, Shane Fox, Max Halverson, Anthony Kozlow, Billy, and KJ. So, I mean, yeah.
Jordan Mula. And it's funny because like,
Did I
you
not
know,
say Mila?
I don't know, but I was just mentioning them in there. But like it's funny because like Kozlo played with the Freeze guys this summer, for pro, and
Yeah,
he was always a black ice guy, and he kind of explained it to us, that he just wanted to, different look, kind of change things up a little bit, like which is by all means his right to do so. But it's funny that he's still playing with this thing in this, obviously. So, but he did have the Texas connection. I know he lived there for a little bit, so he knows all those guys. So it wasn't just like completely random that he hopped on with those guys for the summer. But he had a definitely bigger role on that team than like he normally does on black ice too. 'Cause he's a good shutdown, lockdown defenseman, smart with the puck, and had a little more. Yeah, I guess
he's
like
an asshole too playing against,
oh,
dude.
he is a pain in the ass to play. But
Yeah.
dude, off the rink, like completely different human being. I
Yeah.
used
No,
to
I mean
like,
that's what a player you want on your team,
yeah,
right? That's
exactly,
the exactly
exactly,
the type of player you want on your team. Like
exactly.
he's so hard to play against.
What do you think, just based off of some teams here, like who takes East or West takes it this year? Because the West is good last year. Chaos, made that run last year.
I don't know. I can't bite my tongue, bro. I don't want to like, you know what I
Go
mean?
ahead.
I'm very confident in our team. The Dogs, we've won it
There you
before.
go.
We're the only team to take down the Sting, and we have a way better roster that year from that year. We have a very deep team. Out of the West, I will say it's going to be hard. Chaos is very good, but I think we kind of got fucked, I will say, in the playoffs last year. I don't
Oh
know if anyone
yeah,
in a
yeah.
situation, but
The travel
snows.
situation, right?
Yes, there's a blizzard.
Thought about that.
There's a blizzard Friday night. I-25 shut down. Takes like basically it's 3 hours to get up there on a Friday after work. Right? Games are at 7. Our goalies were, obviously late. Our whole team was late. We had like 4 players. They made us grab a player. Listen to this. A player that plays semi-pro from a
Not
different
goalie,
team.
not
Not
goalie.
goalie, not goalie.
Right.
A player that plays semi-pro had to suit up in goal and play for us for the first game.
So they should just push. And we talked about
It
that in
and
intro
I don't
pod.
know who wouldn't push it back, the league, the other team, whatnot. But like, just such obviously we got to take care of the 3 game series. It's brutal, losing that other game. It is what it is, right? But from that start, it was just such a bad
Put you
situation.
behind the eight ball, like right
Yeah,
off.
and I don't want to sound like a fucking bitch or complaining, but that did suck. So the boys are pissed off, hungry from that. I think they're pretty hungry,
Yeah.
and I think that from that side, it just depends, man. The chaos is very good. The outcast is very good. They play that annoying outcast game, very defensive game. They play a
Yeah.
very defensive game. Chaos, they are definitely very firepower team, very smart with Crafty there. So it's going to be interesting from the West, I
And,
will say.
and there's like no rosters up besides like the Colorado teams. So
Yeah.
you don't know who is hidden on these rosters as well. Because we talk about Kraft all the time. He's like the
And dude, you got
recruiter guy.
Crafty. Yeah,
Yeah.
Crafty, Novak. You got Chavo flying in. It's
Yeah, so who knows who's actually going to be on that team? But like, it's one of those things where like it's tough to even say. But I feel like there might be a changing of the guard this year. I think
I think so.
I
I
think it's
think
because it's deeper. It's a deeper division than it
it
normally
is.
is. Where like Sting would get ahead of a bunch of people because they were playing like, their younger team, like out of the 18 games, they're playing them like 9 times, 10 times. It's like, okay, they're all dubs. They get an easy semifinal or quarterfinal, have a hard semifinal, and then get in. And obviously, credit to them. They've won it for like, God knows how long besides the year you guys won. But like aside from that, like I just think it's a deeper division
What
where like
about this? What do you think about this? And it could be different. I don't know how you would do this, right? Um, what if you took for playoffs, okay? Because I think the playoff system's cool. I like the 7 game series. I think
yeah,
that
yeah.
for
It's
live
different.
streaming, for live streaming and growing the game, it's easier to follow, right?
Yeah.
Everything up to that though, it's kind of like it's here, there, right? Make it whatnot. What if you took top 4 teams from each division because you have 7 teams, okay? Top 4 make it. Go out to Colorado and you play, and I don't know how we could do this, but it's basically top 8 seed, so it's a bracket
Yeah.
for the championship, right? So Friday, Saturday, and then so basically you have 3 game series, right? Yeah,
Yep.
so yeah, not 3 game series, but 1, 2, 3, yeah. So you just play a 1 through 8 of single elimination to the championship.
Just almost like a two-loss elimination, you're saying.
Nah, not two loss, just one single elimination. You're out. You're out.
That would be crazy
And
because
then maybe championship. It's a 3 game series.
yeah, you the year that
Because listen, you have everybody there. Then they're all sticking around. That's another. The one thing that PIHA misses is a tournament vibe. Okay, they don't
yeah,
have a tournament vibe. Like our pro team, we're with our guys because like we're in a 7 game series, right?
yeah, you would have to do like a
So
round
I
robin
think.
ahead of time. Yeah, you would have to just because you can't have teams flying out there for one game.
Oh no, 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 you're right. You're right. You could do
Yeah,
it like
I
that's what.
think that's what you meant though
Yeah,
with
I
the round robin.
apologize.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
Gotcha.
have the 8 teams. You do the
Yes,
round
gotcha,
robin,
gotcha.
and then you
Perfect.
reorder. I
Yeah,
apologize.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. Because that's what we did the year that we came out there
Yeah,
with the Liberty. We did a round robin. There was only 4 teams, but we did a round robin playthrough. Everybody played their 3 games, and then it basically went into a best of 1 semifinal, best of 3 final, which I think a best of 3 final is okay. Like I guess best of 7, like it's hard to say that too because you guys came back in a best of 7, so I
yeah,
could see where. And last year I think it went 7 as well,
it
right?
did. Yeah,
So like it's tough to say like, hey, when you have back-to-back years is the best of 7, but like imagine being able to pour out everything you have left in the tank into a 3 or 5 game series. Like it's a lot of hockey to play in a weekend, but again, like if you're planning for it to go out there, maybe it's an extra day. You just book an extra day, and that's it. And that's when you can get the round robin then, and then you proceed as normal, right? So.
yeah,
But it would be cool to have a tournament feel. It would be like having a tournament there, right? Where and the East doesn't play the West, so like there's no way to really rank that like off the rip. So round robin would be the only way to get those teams sorted. So yeah,
yeah,
it would be sick. I mean, I think that would be sick. I think it would create more storylines too because now you got teams playing each other who've never played each other, which is cool, right? So I think that would be cool because you're getting some of those storylines and just some different matchups and shit like that too. So I think that
yeah,
that would be the ideal situation in my opinion. And I thought that was the best. Like when we did it out there, like you got to play around robin, knew you were guaranteed these games, and knew you were guaranteed 4.
yeah,
So it's worth it going out there, just like any other tournament.
yeah. I think it would be sick. And then so one other team looking at the roster, Hockey Plus Blue Healers. Some of the guys basically from Inferno too, right?
The what?
And so I
Yeah,
said,
I heard.
you got
Yeah,
the Eisenhowers, but they also got Luke,
Deep
this
Pasquale. Yeah,
goal scorer right there.
yeah.
They got Eddie Dada. But yeah, both Eisenhowers. They got this Colby Moyer. I think he's the guy behind that, putting that team together as well too.
Yeah, I think it's him
Luke
and Bryce
Repsick, he's
Whitman.
pretty nasty.
Yeah, him and Bryce Whitman are like the two I think kind of guys because, um, like I know Luke or
Bryce K.
Bryce. Yeah, no, other Bryce.
I
I'm
know, I'm
thinking,
kidding.
but Bryce Whitman, like he's heavily involved up at that rink. So, they're the kind of 2 guys. He put the team together over the summer as well with Repsick and Groff. So it's and Groff. I mean, Groff's a good player too, man. Everyone remembers his brother. They used to play Black Ice,
Yeah,
right? So, but Steve himself, man, he's a little bit of a grinder. So they're going to be a pretty good team. They picked up Kyle Schultz, which is interesting. He's a Michigan guy as well. So they were able to snag him, and I guess because of how we play our division, it's like tournament style, right? They're festivals, so you can pretty much play for anybody. Like I had conversations with the Sixers, with the Healers. Like there's like everybody like just grabbing guys from all over the place. So it's pretty cool that there's more team. Like we've been playing with 4 teams on the East forever, and now this year, you have it like. Jess Hackett played on Michigan last year. He's playing on the Wings this year because he's a Buffalo guy. So I love things like that. Like he's staying with his boys.
yeah, no, absolutely.
So yeah, gotta.
But yeah, no, it'll be a deep division. Definitely a deeper division than years past. So excited to really kind of really see what happens with each side. So moving on. I mean, we can also talk a little bit about the semi-pro as well too. I know that is always a huge division.
It's like so. Like, how do you even tackle that? Like,
Yeah,
it's
but I mean, so
yeah.
for example, I'll tackle it for you right here. So the
Give it to me.
semi-pro breaks down into basically like they've added even the Southeast division now, but you got the
Okay.
Metro division that has 6 teams, Mid-Atlantic that has 6 teams, Southeast that have 5, the Midwest now, which is Chicago, Motor City, Wisconsin. There's 4 teams. And then out west, you got the Rocky Mountain Division and the Centennial Division, both teams from Denver. So there's about 8 teams out there.
which is awesome, by the way, to see like kind of a revamp of that, right? Like you see
Yeah, and
some
we have our the Demon
down
Dogs
like
have the a semi-pro team, the Denver Dragonfly.
there you go.
Yeah,
So I remember Joey's helmet for the Dragonfly was sick back in the day. I
yeah.
loved like it had the big fly on the front. It was sick. Red and black's always the like a great color combo too for goalies. Like I feel like red and black goalie gear is always the best. But I think the biggest thing with this is having that Southeast division. You know, all new teams. You got the Citrus Kings. You got a team from Nashville. I think their jerseys are sick. The Blades. It looks like the Memphis Grizzlies jerseys. They're fucking nasty. You got a team in North Carolina with the Mops. They've played tournaments and stuff like that, so they've been around. Team in Atlanta, Hot Atlanta, and then you have a Chaos team. So cool little division there. Um, the Mid Atlantic and Metro have kind of been like the same, teams for a little bit now. But just a couple, couple different names, yeah, name changes and things like that. So, we have a team out of Philly. They're getting kind of worked right now, to be honest, though. But they just can't get guys to show up. That's
Barons.
from. Yeah, they're getting a little worked. I mean, like if they have their full team, they're good, but they just can't get guys to show up, unfortunately. So,
It's hard, dude. Like, the games are sometimes just shitty scheduled, and it's just hard to make.
yeah, exactly.
You
So
commit to it, and then you're like, schedule comes out, and you're like, fuck.
and that was like our big thing with why we didn't play was like we were looking at them like, man, if you miss like one weekend for us, how we do it with the festivals, you're missing like half your season almost.
All right,
So, like,
going through these names here real quick before we move on. Who
yeah,
has the best name?
it's
Like in the
semi-pro.
yeah, semi-pro. Because there's some sick one. The Chesapeake Baymen.
Yeah,
Love
there's
that name.
and that logo's sick.
Yeah.
I'll say this, I like the New Jersey Assaults logo with the Jets, like old school
Asking the
Jets
name,
logo.
not the name.
I know, but I want to
I
get that
like
down.
the logo.
I mean, I do like the logo.
It is sick.
Um, there's a couple.
The Nashville Broadway Blades might be the nastiness name.
Yeah, I think that's the best one. The Broadway Blades is sick, and their jerseys are sick to go
You know
along.
what? We do got to. I just think the whole Southeast probably takes the whole rap because you got the Raleigh Tidal Wave Mops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the logo too. That's another one.
Nasty. Florida Citrus Kings.
Yeah,
Nasty.
and the chaos.
Ringster. Yeah. Ringster Atlanta Havoc. Pretty nasty name. Nashville Broadway Blades.
Yeah,
Naples Lobeta Chaos. I mean, that's a pretty nasty named division. It is
yeah,
a nasty named division.
that is, and even the Citrus Kings with like the Kings logo, but in their colors, like that's a sick little look too. So, um, I mean, we talked about this like way before, like that semi-pro division and minor is really like kind of the lifeblood of the whole league
Of
because
PIHA.
yeah, because there's just so many teams in it. Because you go to minor even, and minor's just
Jeez.
as big.
Miners, yeah.
Yeah, it's
If not
bigger,
bigger.
honestly. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like it looks like
Got
they
the
got the
Gainesville Crocodiles and the Miners.
dude, that's nasty with the Florida logo. That's actually
Yeah.
kind of sick too. I mean, you got the Columbus Heat playing in there. Motor City Magic is nasty as well.
Yeah, that is
Dude,
nasty.
there's a lot of there's some good
South Florida Pegasus.
yeah, what the fuck? You got PA Roller Club. They couldn't come up with anything? God damn. But yeah, I mean like the minor division's gigantic, man. So that's what you want to see. Like at the end of the day, oh, the Iska Ice Boys, that's or
The
Ice Eagles.
Skahihana Scream. Is that how I say it?
We're just go the Scream. They're from Susquehanna.
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 No, I don't know. I'm just naming shit. Harrisburg Scream, baby.
Oh man, but yeah, I mean,
Grant Brian Engling.
yeah, B Ings
Why is he playing minors?
because dude, he just wants to chill at this point, man. He wants to have his beers and play a little hockey. That's his home rink. Jay Mazur's on the team. That's his boy from from back in or still his boy, right? But yeah, you
I
got
love
B
that
Ings
name.
on there. Dude, they've been around for a while. They were always the lunatic back in the day. Mitch Reinhold, this kid's been playing goalie like ever since I started playing roller hockey. He's still in it. Mazur's got his son on the team, so I know Jay does a good job with like kind of keeping it dialed in. They're actually getting a new floor because their rink's actually sweet, but they've had the same floor for like
Is
25
it the
years.
Harrisburg rink?
Yeah, you probably played on that floor back
I
in the day.
did.
Yeah, they just
Piha
got
was there one year.
yeah, they just got rid of that. So they just got a new
They got a
floor.
legendary pizza place right next to that rink too.
They moved it. They moved
What?
it. Yeah, the rink moved, but But they had the same floor. They brought the same floorboards, everything with it. But now they have a new floor coming in. I don't know if it's installed yet, but that's huge for them. So, but yeah, there's some pretty good names in this minor division, like the New Jersey Juggaloons. It's got the Dunkaroos logo. It's kind of sick too. So anyway, we just went on like a random tangent about
You're
names.
welcome, PIHA.
Yeah. PIHA Junior Division. So it's got a little bit of a looks like it's mostly in the Midwest there. So, what was up with the draft? Like I didn't get that at
Yeah,
all.
dude, we this was the thing is we drafted some kid from San Jose and it was like, yo, we're never gonna like it's probably never gonna work out where he's gonna move to Colorado to play PIHA. So
Yeah, like it's yeah, I
we
don't
were kind of like being like, yo, Joy, this kid has to come move with you. And he's
well,
like,
you gotta billet them.
yeah, you
I got
gotta
a wife and
build him.
kid. You gotta billet this kid too.
But he
But
was a goalie. So we like, yeah,
better
we
watch
drafted a
out, kid.
goalie.
Better watch out.
But
Watch
all
out.
he really wanted was his tour code so he can get his goalie skates.
There you
That
go.
was it.
Perfect. Yeah, just found a backdoor way to get some skates,
Smart parents, I will
some
have to say.
some new boots.
I think it's more for the local teams, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, local players. Unfortunately, we drafted someone from San Jose. We're in Colorado. Just I don't think it was gonna work out. We were going.
You didn't check the hockey DB on that one.
Yeah, his elite prospect wasn't updated, so we kind of just screwed ourselves in that one.
That's fine.
Um, but yeah, I think it's morely for the local players, right? We, I'll be honest, just got notified last minute and they joined the call and then he picked some guy and that's what happened. So
That's wild.
yeah, so here's what it is though. College roller has started as well too though. NCRHA, which they don't do any promoting. They don't really kind of. It's really College Roller, the account on Instagram that does all the promoting. Shout out to Kyle Smith that runs that. But they're really the people that, to be honest, that push
Which
the product.
which is crazy because there's probably the most amount of teams out of all the leagues in college, right? Like they got 7 different conferences. So there's a ton of teams in there. And I know from like the ECRHA side of things, right? Or I guess there's 6 different conferences, sorry. But on the ECRHA side of things, like, we were playing those games Friday through Sunday, like 12, 13 hours a day on 2 rinks. Like there's tons of teams out here. It's just like they are beating to the beat of their own drum at the end of the day. They have their own insurance with USA Roller Hockey, right? So it's not an RHA sort of thing. They're using Bauer pucks, like you play in 3 periods. So it is really just like a totally different league.
And then and there's no, and I guess we're going to talk about the state of rollers, so we can just talk about it all in general,
Yeah,
right? So
that's what I was kind of. Yeah,
let's just put it out there where it is, right? So there's no path for roller hockey, right? There's no path right now where you can be like, all right, this is what I want to do. This is where I'm going to go, and this is how I'm going to get there. Your best bet is just to get picked up by a hockey team playing pro, and you get to win Palma Pro, you get to win NCRHA, you get to win tours, whatever tournament you want to win. That is your best bet. Or you build your own team. It's
right.
really like a video game, kind of. You get to create
It
your own
is.
player, you get to create your own team, make your own jerseys, enter your own tournament, and win your own stuff with your own players, right? And you get to practice whenever you want. It's literally like NHL customized player via be a pro.
Yeah, right.
That's what roller hockey is,
Yeah,
right? But there's no like
yeah.
real route where you're gonna go. So right now, I'll lay the routes out for you. You have two routes. When you graduate high school, you can either go and play in Europe, and you get to go play in 3 different leagues. You can play in France, Spain, or in Italy. Okay.
And even
Obviously,
Spain and Italy now are really tough to get into as an import.
it is. And obviously you have to have those connections getting ready. With that, obviously you get a good experience. You get to play roller the whole time. You get that just really that travel experience. You get to take a break from maybe going to school if that's something that you look forward to going to. But you just get to see the world, get to play hockey against all different kinds of people and play in a real structured pro league, right? Live on your own. And then you get to come back. You can either go to college or you can join PIHA and play in the tournament series. There you go. Or you can go to college. Okay. The other route, option two, go to college. You can play college roller if you want. Or you can just jump around and go play hockey tournaments and do that.
House league. Yeah.
Yeah, and
House league.
that's pretty much it. There's no like, and that's okay, and that's what roller hockey is, though. Not saying it's bad, but there's really like no structure of like, hey, in North America, if you go to when you go to college, you play in college roller. From there, you get drafted into this pro league or whatever kind of
And,
league it
and
is.
and imagine if that was a PIHA, the League Elite, the Spanish, like you could go in like just like you can in ice hockey, right? Like guys go and play in Europe out of college all the time because they have a better opportunity. They're going to make tax-free money, shorter season, longer, whatever the reason you want to go play in Europe. Like one of the guys from around here, Corey Mackin's been playing ice hockey in Europe for like since he got done with college. He was at Ferris State. And he played, he played some of the coast and stuff like that, but his career is now longer because he's playing in Europe. Like you should have that option out of college. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So, it just sucks that like it's they're all just riding in their same like different lanes, but the same way.
yeah.
Like
But
there's
that's
no
and it's not like it's bad, right? But
yeah.
there's no really structure of what to do or where to go. And the one thing, obviously, that the USA NDP is doing is kind of structurizing it for the youth to how to make Team USA. And that's cool. That's something to look forward to, right? That is something that you're like, okay, this is what I'm going to do, how I'm going to get noticed, and how I'm going to play on Team USA and represent my country. Also, I probably can get noticed by some of these other pro teams, okay?
Yeah.
That has a route. That's perfect. There's really no route for like where you're going to go play in roller, and it's not bad. It's just, hey, it could be over here, it could be there, it could be,
Anywhere.
whatever you want to do, you can go
Or
do
it
it.
could just be in house league. Like that
Yeah.
could be the end.
But
Go ahead.
I was gonna say in a perfect world, you got college roller hockey in your backyard, man. A lot of these guys don't even go and play hockey after college. They just sometimes just quit just because their school offered it, right? Boston University, Quinnipiac, Newman, Slippery Rock, like
Yeah,
there's some of
Massachusetts, like there's
a lot
good
of these,
schools. Penn
yeah,
State, like these are
there's
good
teams.
educational schools. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's good educational schools too.
So it would be cool if there is, either PIHA kind of intersected with them and being like, hey, like there could be a real type of draft. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for
Because
your area.
yeah, because
Right.
some of these players might move. Like there's a lot of players that move and find their real job afterwards. Like I've met so many people that moved to Denver that are from New York, and they're like, yeah, dude, I just kind of just reached out to you on Instagram and you told me about this rink. And I was like, oh, cool. I'm glad.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
But it would be cool if there was a route, right? Like, hey, if you get done, you can enter into this like actual legit draft and you can get drafted. And
Yeah.
then maybe, you know what I mean? Like,
And it's one of the and again, it's just
just
because
throwing ideas out there, dude. I'm just talking how it could
yeah,
happen.
no, and it's a great idea because they used to do that in PIHA back in the day. Like it used to be a thing. Not in direct conjunction with college, but there used to be like I remember when I first started playing when I was like 17, 18 for the Growl, like there was guys like that were drafted to the Growl. Like, you know what I mean?
Because
So
we did for AIHL, we did a draft.
yeah, AHL had the same thing. That was kind of a Flynn idea because he went to AIHL at that time. But like regardless of it, it's just it's still the uniformity between everything in roller. It's just like it's a little like jumbled. And like you said, it's not that it's a bad thing. It's just it is a thing, whether you think it's good or bad, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure college is like, hey, we're doing our thing, it's successful for us and Paya saying we're doing our thing, it's successful for us, and the European leagues are saying the same shit. But at the end of the day, like how many DMs do we get from European teams? Like, hey, do you have players?
Yeah. Well, think about it like this, okay? What is the biggest hotbed in North America for hockey right now? Like, just overall, where do you think? Name three states.
For hockey or roller hockey?
Roller hockey.
I mean, California.
Okay. Cali.
I would say because it's close to me, New York
Yeah. New York.
and Missouri. Maybe Texas.
Absolutely.
Texas is making a push, but I
Texas is
guess
making a push.
it is.
But we're talking about per capita, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're the three hotbeds.
I would say you're right. I would say California. I would say New York area, the tri-states, and Missouri.
Yeah,
The one thing about Missouri residents, Greg Thompson, you can let me know too, because you're the mayor of all of Missouri, frankly. But you can let me know if I'm wrong in this. But Lindenwood dominates there, right?
yeah,
Lindenwood is like the thing, okay?
yeah. They kill everybody.
Well, and yeah, but that's like what's in St. Louis. That's what's like on the map, right? That's why roller hockey's been so big there is because of this what they have built, the prestigious of Lindenwood they've built there. How many legendary roller players have came out of there, right? From all over.
Right.
But there's no PIHA team, there's no pro league, there's no, you know what I mean? And there's so many nasty rec leagues there that I know that are just so deep, you
Oh
know?
yeah.
And a lot of roller players end up staying there. They go to school there, they stay there.
Yeah, like you look at like
So my question is, with this being said, is like, you got Lindenwood in your backyard. You have a perfect opportunity to make the nastiest pro teams that can compete with all these other teams, even beat the Sting, right? Why isn't there like two or three PIHA teams or whatever kind of teams there? Then you even go up north to Michigan and Chicago. Like that's the thing is obviously maybe they don't want to play, but maybe RDN needs to make their own pro,
yeah,
series during that time. But
and it can't be fun for these Lindenwood kids. Like I'm looking at the scores from this year. 16
64 goals, 4-3
yeah,
against.
like and then they have two forfeit wins against the only team in their conference, Michigan State, 1-0, 1-0. I assume they're forfeit wins.
Yeah.
And they're the only two wins that they have. And then they play Arizona State, Grand Canyon, Arizona, and then GCU again. So it's like I just think that you're almost better off just making a big D1 division and forcing it travel and
Well,
finding
it is a
one way
big
or the
D1
other.
division now. They've changed
Yeah,
that. Now it's a
it
lot
is.
more
It is
teams.
bigger, but like they're not playing any East Coast teams, right? So like I feel like you could have met in Michigan for East and the Midwest and had like a, kind of a gathering there, a crossover.
No, yeah, they do that like because they're all going to Arizona, so there's going to be a
Yeah,
thing there. But what I'm saying is like in Missouri, there's nothing else after Lindenwood. That's what I'm saying.
right. Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's no pro league.
Yeah.
There's no like anything else that it should be. That should be the spot, right? California has their own like draft league. San Diego and Irvine have their own type of pro draft leagues.
Yeah.
You would think like I don't know. I'm just saying I would think Missouri would have two or three pro teams because they could easily.
Yeah. Like
And
we
it's
went
close to Colorado. It's a 12-hour drive.
yeah, it's not that bad. And like
We
when
have the
we
chaos in our division, and they're from Florida.
Florida, yeah, right. Like and like when we did tours this year with the Wings, like we went and skated at Great American, I think, and there was like men's league going on before our skate, and like there was good players in that league. Like I was watching the game, I'm like, this is pretty sick. Like this is a good ass league. So it's like that the people are there, and they have all these rinks in that area, which is unique too, because other than New York, I don't know any other place that has rinks like all within an hour of each other have three roller rinks.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
Maybe
like three or
Colorado.
four.
Colorado kind of does, I guess, but I know the travel is a little difficult in Colorado from,
Yeah.
what you said, but like that's the only other place that has that kind of setup.
Yeah. And
So
even California doesn't have that set up.
yeah, it really doesn't. Like they have Corona and Irvine, but then other than that, Escondido is a couple hours. Is there one that's still in LA? I don't even know if they still have that rink in
Yeah, the
LA.
California street
Yeah, yeah,
hockey. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So they have that there, but again, like that's a pain in the ass to get to. So, yeah, it is
Like
unique.
Burbank, or am I
Yeah, but
completely?
I'm not sure. I don't even want to quote that because I could be
I want
totally
to sound like an idiot, so I'll say
yeah. I don't need Gavin Newsom coming after us saying that we're screwing up the state of roller hockey, but
that.
but
Yeah,
I
I just, with that being said, is there's a lot of hockey all around. It doesn't work together because you can go any lane, you can do whatever you want.
yeah,
It's just all over the place, right?
yeah,
So it would
exactly.
be nice if there was a route. It would be nice if it was like this, and that. But maybe that's the beauty of roller hockey. Maybe
Yeah,
that's why it is like that, and that's what we want. Like for me, it would be cool for like these players at Lindenwood if you dominate these teams, you do so good, you do so well. Shouldn't there be something afterwards instead of being like, all right, cool, go get a job?
yeah. There's
Like,
really
yes, I understand. Cool, cool, go get a job. Yeah, you can. But like for us, like we play PIHA, we love it. Like there's a thing to it, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So I just would think there's something in Missouri for them too.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess like they kind of have Carshill Blast has a bunch of Lindenwood kids on it, right, for the tournaments. But like you're saying,
Yeah.
there's nothing that's getting like they could. You're telling me that they can't play PIHA and NCRHA at the same time? They 100% could. Like they're going to be.
Or even if they don't, like you have a team you can play with afterwards. You
Yeah,
can pick
exactly.
three
Yeah, for
different
a
teams.
graduation. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you go to three of these different teams.
Yeah,
Like you
exactly.
have that potential and you have the rec league. So
Yeah. I agree.
Maybe we should move to Missouri and do that. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if I can live in Missouri. That's
Oh,
it's. I know people love living there. Like Della,
I
like
would.
loves living there. But dude, that heat in the summer is different, even from the heat out here. We have humidity. They have like 10x
You
that.
think Della's arrested anybody, like any of the roller guys from Lindenwood?
Well, that's a good question.
We
I
should
don't think
ask.
he'll tell us anyway. But
Yeah.
he's definitely arrested people. But I just don't know if he's arrested any hockey guys yet. It's like
That would suck to
That
get
Pat Shea
arrested, but
video, that Pat Shea video when he graduates from Maine and then he becomes a cop. He's like, I don't know if you saw the C on my chest. He's like, that C's taped on. He's like, oh, you're a fellow hockey guy, huh? So
uh, that's
that's
so
Della.
funny.
That is Della. That's gotta be a video meme. Maybe
That's-
Troll Roller account will post that one, huh?
Damn, you're gonna give him credit?
I mean, nah, I'm not gonna give him credit, but it's the talk of the
I
town.
was I wasn't
You
even
know,
gonna
we'd be
say the guy's
remiss if we
name.
didn't mention it.
The guy's just a troll, dude. He's a loser. I don't really like care because it's funny. It's cool. Like, yeah, it
Yeah,
is what it is.
there's some
But there's
funny
no
stuff.
like, I just don't know. You know, like it's funny.
We're getting BF by State Wars. I mean, that's
Yeah, we're best friends. Like, I don't. Who made him mad? Who made this dude mad? Who told him that he can't play in this division? Who gets beat? Like, it's just funny. This dude's yelling off on like everybody, and they're funny. And don't get me wrong, I think the
yeah, they're
memes are
fun.
funny,
Yeah, the
and
memes
they're
are fun.
not like wrong in some parts, but it's just like,
Yeah,
what are you doing? Like,
yeah,
somebody's gonna find out because it's such a small community, and
yeah,
you're gonna get caught. It happens. It
yeah.
happens to every single person. It will happen.
And this is not the same beat, but like we talk about it all the time, how I was like chasing you down to figure out who Roller Dad News was in the beginning. Same thing with like the Bronson account. Like,
And I think some of these are totally funny. Like
yeah,
these are funny. Like
yeah.
the funniest one to me so far is Aiden's. My greatest pain in life is that I will never be able to see myself
And
perform.
he loved it too, and he liked
And
it as well.
yeah, if you know him, he has a pretty self-entertaining. He has I don't even know
Like
how to say it.
self-deprecating, like he's
Yeah, he can
self-deprecating.
laugh at himself now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But some of these I'm like, yeah, like what? I
I don't know.
don't
I think I like. I mean, it's true because I go through it here because like the steel mat floor is so flat and doesn't have holes in it and stuff. It does collect dust. I like that the Samuel Jackson one, the steel mat, but
yeah.
it is still the best floor, hands down. But it's just funny. Like I thought that one was fun just because I like that like meme in general. Like when you see it on other stuff, um, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely creating some waves and some noise. I mean, people are
Do
texting
we
about.
rat out who it is?
We don't know
'Cause,
yet. I don't want to
yeah,
say anything
come on.
until we know.
We know who it is. We can
We've
give it. We know exactly who it is.
let's say this. We've pinpointed it to an East Coaster because of the communication you've had with
Southeast.
Southeast. I would say would be really pinpointing it. The communication you've had, like the post times, unless this person is really that slick and they have this all set up where these are just being posted, on a schedule. Right, he like created them, used the scheduling software to post these at random times. But
Dude
like,
ain't any dude. You're giving
it
this.
ain't that deep.
You're
That's what I'm
giving
saying.
this
It ain't that
dude.
deep. So it has to be an East Coast. So like I had a post at 5 a.m. I woke up and there was a post, and I'm like, okay, if this person's got to be in the East Coast, they're not in the West Coast, right?
Blue collar.
I'd say blue collar ish. Yeah, blue collar ish.
I mean, dude, it's so easy to pinpoint.
Yeah. So we'll see if we can reveal it. I feel like this is a good murder mystery for us here, but
I mean, it's funny they added the Roller Dad News, no offsides, Bronson,
yeah, that's a good one. The
Greg,
Greg Thompson feed thing is
Greg
crazy.
Thompson. I just yeah, I mean, it's funny. I don't really care, you know?
I mean, like just as we're talking, like. I got a text like just spoke to so and so. He's dying about the fucking roller hockey troll. Like it is making some waves in there, but
It is.
and
And
everyone just wants to figure it out.
it does. But see, that's like the thing, right? Like in roller hockey, you're gonna let it live for 2 weeks and then it's gonna die and you move on.
Yeah,
That's what's gonna
exactly.
happen. Like that's the thing is like once you're caught, once you know who it is, people are gonna be like, oh, this isn't really like fun anymore because you're not gonna be able to post the memes you can post.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So
you will like they've already told somebody too. Somebody knows.
yeah, somebody knows because this isn't
Other than
something.
us.
It's hard to keep a secret when it's like when you're doing shit like this. because eventually, like you said, with the roller dad stuff, like you didn't want to be the face of it, right? You wanted it to be roller dad news. You wanted it to be its own entity. You wanted to just, create the content and get it going. And I was so like, you know, I guess you would say like infatuated with it that I was like on a mission. Like, I'm finding out who the fuck this person is. You know what I mean? I was hunting
Yeah.
down people at Irvine, shaking them down, or at Huntington Beach, shaking them down. And then eventually, like, I wanted to help, and I was like, "Hey, like, can I when we do East Coast stuff? Do you mind like if I take over the account?" And that's kind of how we all came about. So like eventually, someone else is gonna, to the point you're saying, someone else is gonna be the next trickle down, and then it's gonna break loose, right? Once that wall
Once
breaks,
one person finds out, the next
that's it.
person finds
That's
out.
it.
Yeah.
It's whisper down the lane domino effect.
Yeah.
So,
But
um,
all I have to say is like you've already made people mad, so now you're like,
yeah, that's right. So hopefully they can take the punches as they come in, right? So um but like I said, it's funny. I think what's good about it too is just the timing. Like we always talk about, it's not tournament season. You have all the
yeah.
leagues going
I think
on.
it's humor. The humor's funny.
Yeah, the humor's funny and it's good timing. So definitely yeah,
Probably
definitely.
get clipped and
Oh, we're
posted.
definitely getting toasted on this, but whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck it, dude. We wouldn't be in this if we couldn't take it a little bit. So
Nah. But yeah, so I don't know. I it's cool. I don't really have a problem with it. You know what
yeah.
I mean? I have a theory on who it is. I think we both have a pretty good 95% like theory on who it is,
Yeah.
but
It would
it's
be
what
it
it
would
is,
be
man.
funny
It's
if
funny
we were
memes.
complete if we were completely wrong though, and it was just like the most humble, quietest spoken human being, and they were just like went off and had this dark side. So yeah, that would be
I
funny.
just don't know if I should post a meme back because I don't want to like give in.
Yeah, I mean, I think from what you showed me, I think it's funny and I think it's good banter. Um, so that's totally fine too. But like but again, it's something to talk about, and no joke. Like it's something that kind of was like, hey, we're gonna bring it up, we're gonna talk about it, so it gave us a little content. So whatever.
So this will be the name of this episode will be called "Who is the pro troller?" What is his name? Is it the troller, the pro troller, the
Yeah,
pro
pro
troller?
troller. I think
Okay.
the image is crazy. It's kind of freaky.
Try to
Yeah,
have a conversation with them, and then they
pro troller roll or pro troller hockey. Phew, that's a mouthful.
yeah.
But I will say, don't rip on my boy Griff. Griff's a great
Our
kid.
boy, dude.
Like, don't rip on Griff. That's what I will say. Griff loves hockey, roller hockey more than probably anybody in the
Yeah.
world. And again, I know it's you got to take a little bit of heat just like everyone does, but like don't fuck with Griff, all right?
Yeah, buddy. That's Griff.
That's Griff.
That's Griff. That's Team USA Griff.
Dude, that's fucking Tesla Griff, dude.
That's Tesla Griff. I will say Griff's a beauty because he's the only person I know that will put his own brand with his own name on the side of his
On the
car,
car, yeah.
and it's the Griff Mobile, and
The
I
Griff,
love it
and he drives that thing everywhere.
everywhere. It's a
Is there gonna be a
Tesla, dude.
tournament in Pennsylvania? He's driving from fucking Chicago to Pennsylvania. Dude, this guy out here is just ripping laps. It's crazy.
At
It's
your rink?
Yeah, just random guy. But
Okay.
funny story about Griff's mobile, he does not charge that thing. Like there was multiple days at
You're
tours.
supposed to charge it.
I know, and there's like, and you work for Tesla, right? You know more than anyone. There was multiple days where he was like supposed to like charge this thing, and he just would not charge it, and we're just like, this thing's gonna die on us. Like we're not gonna make it. And he's like, nah, no, no, we're good, we're good, we're good.
He's
But it's
gonna
like
ruin his
funny.
battery.
Yeah, he's just gonna like ruin it out, but it's like funny because like he just wanted to be so involved with like whatever the boys are doing or being at the rink, whatever it is, that he just couldn't find the time to take like an hour, however long it takes to charge his car. So
Okay.
it's just funny because that's how much he loves that mobile.
That's the Griff Mobile. Last topic. You got time?
I got a couple minutes and I got to go get Domenico from daycare because she
All
is
right.
stuck at work.
All right. Last thing then, real quick. Do the top rink. What is the top rink that you have seen in Europe that you'd want to play at? From all the pro leagues, from France,
Yeah.
Spain,
I'm trying to
Italy.
think. I'm trying to think of how to go with this. If it would be one like a nice rink, right?
Yeah.
Or like a rink that just like I think would be a crazy atmosphere to play at.
The,
like the Rattel rink, like I think would be a cool atmosphere to play
so
in.
I like that. I like that. So I think
Yeah,
one
that would be
thing,
my thing.
I think the best atmosphere is Verzone.
Verzone's got a good. That's a good. See, that's a good one too.
Verzone's insane. They have that beep
Yeah.
beep beep.
Oh, the whole
That
fucking game. Holy shit. Yeah.
that atmosphere is insane, and to beat the shit out of them in that arena would be fucking amazing.
Yeah, that would be.
So that would be cool. Rattel would be a really cool rink too. An interesting rink I think would be Villeneuve in France too, because I you
That
see,
was the other one I was thinking because it's
you
all
know,
up. Everything's like so enclosed.
yeah. It looks very small, but it looks interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, Grand Canary, like
I was gonna say that one looks really cool. I
that's
think
a good rink.
the rink I would love to play at the most would have to be the Valladolid in Spain, Jimmy
Okay.
Teed's rink.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
looks like the best rink with the stadium seating and
yeah.
it's like
That is sick. See, there's so maybe this should be a post. Maybe this might need to be a post. What's the best rink and roller? Let the people speak. Since
well, I
we
mean, because then you go to America, you go to US, and like I think personally being biased is it's either the Parker Fieldhouse, yeah,
yeah, unbelievable.
the best
Sheet.
one of the best facilities you'll ever play at,
Unbelievable sheet.
or the Colorado Springs rink, like with the
And I've
bar.
heard that's unbelievable too.
So I, those two rinks are the best rinks. Like this
Parker
rink,
Parker's cool too because like when you walk in, it's just this huge facility.
it's
Like
huge.
soccer, like rock climbing, all sorts of shit. And then there's like a rink tucked in the back.
NHL size rink.
And the NHL, and it's huge. It's a
Big locker rooms, massive locker rooms.
locker rooms are great. Like, yeah, when I got there and you were like talking it up, and then I got there, I was like, this is what for me, what Sportsplex used to be in Feasterville. And
Yeah.
you played there when it was at its peak, three rinks, the mezzanine over top, looking at the rinks. Like during State Wars events and like AAU nationals and all that shit when that was at Sportsplex back in the day, people used to just sit up top, watch those games for hours, right? Like
Yeah.
it was nuts the fact that they didn't even have like a fence up and you're just like sitting on like you're like gambling with death. But yeah, Parker was sick, man. Like I thought that was a cool spot. I haven't been to the Springs yet, but my guys who played out there the past couple years all said that that's their favorite rink, hands
Yeah,
down.
that one. I mean, it's a nice rink. I love that rink. I love Parker because that's home. Like that's just home.
Yeah.
But and I would love to go to one of the New York rinks. I haven't been to like Rapid Fire, Skate Safe,
So
those
both have
places.
new floors. Yeah, Rapid Fire's a little older of a building. Rapid Fire is kind of like my rink. It's a little bit older of a building. It's a single sheet, so it's tough. But like
Miro's out of Skate Safe, right?
no, Mira's Rapid Fire.
Okay.
Eight safe. It just got new still mat. I haven't been there with the new still mat yet, but I heard it's a lot better. The only thing that sucks about Skate Safe, there's no AC, so in the summertime that place is brutal. But I mean, I would say Skate Safe is a great rink for like a tournament though, because the rinks are like back to back on each other, and like the bleachers are right on top of the rink. There's not a ton of room in there, so it gets like the vibe and energy is just louder in general, low ceiling, so it's cool. I like Skate Safe. The parking situation blows. Hotels are awesome in that area too, which is good. So I think that's a huge plus. Anytime you're talking about rinks, it's like where can you stay? They have good food
Yeah.
in the area, good nightlife. So I love Skate Safe. We AIHL, that was the best. We always had the first and last festival at Skate Safe, and it was always awesome. It was always like a good trip that like how AHI used to do it. You used to travel with your semi-pro minor teams,
Yeah.
with the one tier two team. So like you got your whole rink to go up to a place. So it was really cool. So
Yeah. No, there's a lot of good rinks. I think that has to be a post. I think that's
yeah,
the next post. Best
yeah,
rinks.
yeah. Best ranks.
I think the best rink in Europe and then the best rink in whatchamacallit in North America. Because there's some nice, like even the Vancouver rinks, those are nice rinks too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, dude, I mean that's an older barn too, though,
Yeah.
right? It's an older barn, but it's like a sick little spot. Um, yeah, so I mean it would be sick. I mean, I've only seen Great American in St. Louis. I didn't get to play, but I heard
That
Veta
is
the
cool.
one? Veta's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's Turnbull's rink. I forget the name of it. I heard that's an older rink too, but I heard the leagues are really good and that's a cool rink as well. So
Yeah, like you have All American, Veta, and then you have
I
what's
can't
the
think
other one?
I can't think of the name, but we're gonna get torched for that too.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. Who knows, bro? Who
Whatever.
knows? All right. Well, thank you for joining the state of. I don't even know if it was a state of roller. We were just talking our thoughts on roller right
We're
now.
just
So
we needed a conversation. Is
yeah,
that what? So
we just needed to get out there. So, all right, thank you for joining. Troller, thank you for joining, and we'll see you guys on the next one.